Hi everyone, welcome back to English Learning Key. I'm Anna.
And I'm David. Today, we're going to talk about something really important for college students, how to give a presentation in English.
Presentations can feel a bit scary, especially when English isn't your first language. But don't worry, we're going to walk you through the whole thing step by step so you can feel more confident and prepared.
And honestly, presentations are one of the best ways to improve your English speaking skills. You get to practice organizing your ideas, speaking clearly, and thinking on your feet.
Let's start at the beginning. David, what's the first thing someone should do when preparing a presentation?
First, and this is key, you have to understand your topic. Don't just start writing slides or Googling facts. Ask yourself, what is this topic really about? What do I want people to learn or remember?
So it's not just about repeating information. It's about knowing what you're talking about.
Exactly. If you understand the topic well, it's much easier to explain it in your own words. That makes your presentation feel natural, not robotic.
Let's say someone understands their topic. What comes next?
Next, plan your structure. Keep it simple. Introduction, main body, and conclusion. That structure gives your audience a clear path to follow.
Can you break that down a bit?
Sure. In the introduction, you say hello, introduce yourself, and explain what your presentation is about. In the main body, you talk about your key points, usually 2 or 3 main ideas. Don't overload it. In the conclusion, you quickly summarize your points and say thank you. That's it.
Could you give us an example of a strong introduction?
Absolutely. Let's say the topic is the benefits of learning a second language. A strong opening could be, "Good morning, everyone. My name is David, and today I'd like to talk about why learning a second language can change your life, from better job opportunities to improving your memory."
That's clear, interesting, and to the point.
Exactly. You don't need fancy vocabulary or long sentences. Just be clear and confident.
Now, let's talk about using notes. Should students write everything down and read it word for word?
No. That's one of the biggest mistakes. If you read from a script, you'll sound flat and disconnected.
So what should they do instead?
Use note cards or a short outline. Just write key words or short phrases. That way, you'll stay on track, but you'll still speak naturally.
Why is it important to avoid reading everything?
Because if you're staring at your paper, you're not connecting with your audience. Eye contact makes a huge difference. Even just looking up every few seconds shows confidence.
And what if someone is too nervous to look people in the eye?
Look at their foreheads. It feels the same to them. Or scan the room. Just don't keep your eyes on the floor or your paper.
Let's talk about confidence. Some students feel really nervous before speaking in front of a group.
Totally normal. The best way to feel confident is to practice out loud, not just in your head. Record yourself. Say it in front of a mirror. Ask a friend to listen.
What happens if you forget your words during the presentation?
Pause. Take a breath. Look at your notes. It's okay to have a short silence.
Can you give an example of what someone could say if they get stuck?
Sure. You could say, "Let me check my notes for a second." Or, "Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Let me go back." Or, "That's an important point, and I want to explain it clearly."
That sounds natural and keeps the presentation moving. Now let's talk about vocabulary. Should students try to use advanced words to sound smart?
No. Not unless they're 100% sure how to use them. It's better to speak simply and clearly than to confuse your audience.
So focus on words you know well.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Your goal is not to impress people with difficult words. Your goal is to help them understand your message. For example, instead of saying, "This phenomenon exhibits multifaceted repercussions," say, "This situation has many effects."
Big difference. One is clear, the other sounds like a textbook. Let's talk about what happens after your presentation, the questions.
The Q&A part. It can be scary, but it's also a great opportunity to show you really know your topic.
What should you do if someone asks something you don't understand?
Ask them to repeat it. You can say, "Could you say that again, please?" Or, "Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat the question?"
And what if you don't know the answer?
Be honest. Say, "That's a great question. I don't know the answer right now, but I'll find out." Or, "I'm not sure about that, but I can look it up and get back to you."
That's much better than trying to guess or panic. Can we go over some useful phrases again?
Sure. Here's a quick list. To start, good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about, let's begin with, to explain, first of all. For example, what this means is, now let's move to the next point. To end, to sum up. In conclusion, thank you for listening. Are there any questions?
What are some common mistakes students should avoid?
Speaking too fast, reading every word from their notes, using slides with too much text, using vocabulary they don't understand, not practicing out loud, forgetting to breathe or pause.
Could you give us a mini presentation to show how this all fits together?
Sure. Topic: why students should sleep more. Hi, everyone. My name is David, and today I want to talk about something every student needs: sleep. First, sleep helps your brain remember what you study. If you sleep less, you remember less. Second, sleep improves your mood and energy. You feel better and you can focus longer. In conclusion, sleeping more is not lazy, it's smart. Thanks for listening.
That was simple and strong. Before we wrap up, any last advice?
Two things: be clear and be real. Don't try to sound perfect. Just try to be understandable and confident.
And practice, practice, practice.
Exactly. You don't become a great speaker overnight, but you get better every time you try.
That's it for today's video. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to English Learning Key for more practical English lessons.
And tell us in the comments, have you ever given a presentation in English? How'd it go?
Thanks for watching, and remember, speak slowly, be yourself, and you've got this.
See you next time.